السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. Okay, Bismillah. So here guys to these questions. We stop till here. نكمل. Yes. First question, number 5, example 5. We can solve. We can find the integral of x squared radical x. تفضل Elias.
Okay, first of all, we write radical x as x to the power of half, and because they are multiplied, we add the exponent, so it will be 5 over 2.
Yes, so we have here from 4 to 9. No need for the pen. Okay, x squared, and right here the radical x as x power half, and then here dx equal
X power 5 over 2.
yes 4 over 39 x power 5 over 2 dx. Okay.
Yes, and now we integrate, add 1, which will make it x power 7 over 2, and we divide by 7 over 2, which is simply multiplying it by 2 over 7.
And this add 4 to 9.
Yes.
Of 2 over 7, we said x to the power of 7 over 2 from 4 to 9. Now substitution.
Yes, we substitute 9 with x, and then we substitute and minus and substitute with 4.
Mr.
Yes.
I have a question about example 4.
Yeah, what is the question?
No, ليش 2 over 3? Why is it 2 over 3 about example number 4?
Why it's 2 over 3? Because we're going to divide here by 3 over 2, so the denominator of the denominator becomes a numerator. This all can be written as
No, not this one, the step before it. From where you get 2 over 3 and 3 over 2?
Radical x can be written as x power half.
Plus 1.
Plus 1 give 3 over 2 خلص.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Mr. We substitute first with 9.
2 over 7 into 9 to the power of 7 over 2 minus 2 over 7.
And substitute here with 4.
7 over 2 and then find that by using your calculator.
Yes, just a second. So it should be 4,118 over 7.
Yes. What?
Yes, Mr. Give me 4,118 over 7.
Over 7. Okay, I'll leave it. No problem. Next question. Yes, Abdurrahman Abiyad. Abdurrahman Al-Abiyad. So the definite integral from 0 to pi over 2 of sine x over 5. Abdurrahman Al-Abiyad. You hear me? Okay, Khalid Al-Sha'r.
Yes, Mr.
Abdurrahman, سمعني؟ يلا.
Yeah, Mr. Sorry, can't see any people in the room. Okay. First of all, let's take the 1 out of 5 outside.
1 over 5, first as a constant. The
Yes.
integral of
Sine x
0
of 0 pi over 2.
over 2
Sine x.
sine x
Yeah.
equal.
So sine x is negative cosine x.
No, the integral of sine is negative cosine.
Yes, negative cosine x.
Yes.
0 pi over 2. Now substitute for pi over 2.
Yeah, equal.
Cosine 90 is, I think it was 0. No, the 1, it's 1. Cosine 90.
Cosine 0.
Yes, cosine 90 is equal to 1.
Cosine 90 is equal to 1, and we have negative. Cosine 90 is equal to 0. Cosine 90 is 0.
Cosine 90 is 0?
Cosine 0 is 1.
Oh, yes, 0, yes. Cosine 0 is 1. Okay, so it will be 1 over 5 into negative 1, which is positive 1. So find answer 1 over 5.
1 over 5, and here we have
negative 1.
Yes.
-1 less. Cosine. Yes, 1/5 into -1. So -1/5 final answer.
Why positive? It should be positive because the sine x is above the x-axis. Cosine 0 is 1 times -1. Cosine pi over 2, it's 0.
Yes.
So here also negative alpha. We forgot it.
If you forgot the negative.
So it's positive 1, so your answer should be positive
1
1/5. Why? Because graphing here the sine x, you know طبعا أخذتوها قبل كده. From 0 to pi over 2, here is pi over 2. It's above the x-axis, right? أو pi over 2 here. فأكيد x-intercept هي pi over 2. فبيكون الاريا under curve هنا above the x-axis, فit should be positive. Okay, thank you, عبد الرحمن.
No problem.
Faris, next question. The integral from 0 to pi over 3 of 6 squared x dx. Yes.
Yes, Mr.
تفضل يا باشا.
ده سكتان صح؟
سكتان يا شيخ. It's tan
Yes.
only x.
Okay.
From what? يعني the untied
Tan
derivative
x.
of 6 squared is tan x pi over 3.
Yes. Okay. And then we'll replace by so tan x pi over 3 minus 0. Tan 0. 1 minute, Mr. مش معايا calculator.
Tan 60 radical 3. Tan 0 0. So your answer is radical 3. Thank you يا فارس. Okay, خالد الجبالي. Yes, خالد. There's فرصة وجود حضرتك معنا, and I'm gonna ask you if you have the ability to answer this question or not. What is the function? What's the derivative of secant we studied in the first term? You got 49.5 out of 50, and you know, sure, 100% that what function? Yeah, it's a derivative is secant 10. You don't know, guys, what function its derivative is sec 10?
Equal 1, صح? 1.
The answer is gonna be 1.
Yes. Secant x to tan x equal 1.
بس أنا بسأل على الفانكشن اللي الديريفيتيف تبعها secant 10, which is secant. So the antiderivative of sec x tan x is sec x. And the opposite derivative, or the antiderivative of sec x tan x is sec 10. Okay, عمر. From negative pi over 4 till pi over 4. Continue, please.
خلاص يعني sec pi over 4 minus sec negative pi over 4.
Yeah.
Sec pi over 4.
هذه even or odd function?
Negative pi over 4.
The sec function is even. And from the definition of even function, in دايما sec negative something equals sec the same. Yeah. يعني gonna be sec pi over 4 minus sec pi over 4. لأن sec negative pi over 4 is even. بتساوي exactly sec pi over 4. So now your area is 0, not 1. The area is 0. Thank you. And if you have any question, please, guys, before.
Mr. Can you repeat? يعني Mr. يعني secant x and tan x we integrate them بتصير secant x.
Yeah, it's a rule. لأن أنت عارف من first term that the derivative of sec is what is sec tan. So the integral of sec tan is sec x.
Yes, yeah.
And then substitute around the user.
Sir, I think that sec x and tan x equal 1, صح?
Sec x?
We took it in grade 11.
As an identity? Sec x tan x is 1?
Yes,
the
it's
product
identity.
of them is 1? No. Sec x times cosine x is 1. Because you know that sec is 1 over cosine and the tan is sine over cosine. So it's 1 over cosine multiplied by sine over cosine. So it's a sine over cosine squared. Or, no, maybe plus, like 6 squared equals 1 plus tan squared x. Let's make identity sec x tan x in the product. The important issue we said, guys, in the fundamental theory of calculus that f should be continuous on the closed interval. That Okay, and that f, the second important issue also, that f should be, if uppercase, should be antiderivative of f over the same interval a and b. Okay, but discarding these assumptions will likely lead you incorrect what results. يعني لو نسيت واحدة فيهم هتديك طبعا incorrect answer. Why? For example, the function 1 over x squared fails on two counts to be continuous at x equals 0. لما أجيب function like f of x equal 1 over x squared, أكيد when x equals 0 هتكون at 0 we have a undefined أو كده. Okay, at x equals 0, and the limit doesn't exist also when x approaches what? When x approaches 0 here. So I think the function would not be continuous هنا بالذات عند 0. And the limit doesn't exist وكده. So لما يجي لك question يسألك what's the interval from -1 to 1, or what's the integral from -1 to 1 for what, this function, don't say that the answer is -1 over x and then complete your steps عادي كده انت غلطت. اوكي ليه؟ لان الانترفال بتاعك من -1 to 1 يعني في 0 in the middle, والزيرو عنده مشكله, عنده undefined or the limit doesn't exist. Okay, is non-negative function, so clearly a negative value of different integral is impossible. A negative value here is what? Impossible. اوكي, هو بس بيحذرك كده يعني زي alert كده warning ان انت من negative 1 بس for 1 over x 1 over x squared ان 0 is what? Is a gap or the function is not continuous, so we cannot apply here the definite integral for 1 over x squared. From 1 to 1 equal to what? من غير ما تحل equal to what? 0. Okay, from 4 to 0, yes, from 4 to 0 we can write it as from 0 to 4 and change what? The sign here. So it's x dx, and then continue from negative x squared over 2 and then substitute. Omit the 0, don't evaluate it since it's gonna be 0 أصلا. يبقى negative 16 over 4, which is negative 8, which is what? Negative 8. Again, this question to integrate x, it's x squared over 2, and we have negative أصلا لأن we flipped the upper and lower limit of the integration. The 0 becomes down here and the 4 بمكان ال 4, right? And then integrate عادي x squared over 2, and then substitute negative 16 over 2, which is negative 8. Example 7. I would like to complete with me here this question, or evaluate this question with me. Evaluate. Yes, Mr. Khalid. الشاعر. From 0 to 3 of the function f of x. The function f of x is defined as x squared from all x values less than 2 and 3x minus 2 for all x values greater than or equal 2. Yes, we have to write it again.
0 to 2.
We write it equal to from 0 to 2
to 2 x
of the
squared.
function. طيب يعني all values less than 2 يعني ناخد the first branch of x squared dx plus integral
the
from
second 2 to 3
to 3 of the function اللي هي بعد ال 2 اللي هي
3x
greater than or equal to 3x minus 2 dx.
yes. X cubed over 3.
X cubed over 3, add 1 and divide by the new exponent, add 1 to the exponent and divide by the new exponent, which is 3.
Yeah.
Evaluate this function from 0 to 2. Now integrate
The
3x
second
minus
one,
2.
3x squared over 2 minus 2x. And
This
evaluate
all
from
at
3 to 2 or 2 to 3. The first one will be 1 second.
Have 9
minus 8 over 3.
Minus 8 over 3 in all.
Yeah, the first one minus 8 over 3.
Yes, minus 8 over 3 or 8 over 3.
No, minus 8 because
2 squared. We start first by 2. نبدأ بالdefault.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Minus 0. 8 over 3 minus 0.
minus 0, yes.
This is the first
Plus.
part in all. Plus
1 second.
yes.
1 second. 15 over 2.
It's going to be 9 times 3, 27 over 2. Yeah, minus 6. It's 15 over 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Minus.
This لما عملنا evaluate the 3. When you evaluate the 2, 4 times 3, 12 over 2, 6.
2. بطلع 2.
6 minus 4 is 2.
Yes.
Evaluate this all together. So we have 8 over 3.
1 second.
Mm.
49 over 6.
Okay. طبعا الكالكوليتر 8 over 3 plus plus what? 11 over 2.
Yes, 11 over 2, yes.
Okay, and here, in all here, we have over 3 in the first bracket. Second bracket will be 11 over
2.
equals 49 over 6.
Yes.
Any questions, guys? Okay. Any questions? This is the final answer, which is 49 over 6. So هنا احنا عملنا divide the area حسب الديفينيشن اللي هو عطانا because the function is defined as piecewise function. Example A, find the total area between the curve y equals 1 minus x squared and the x-axis over the interval 0 to this figure here on the right. So we can write here the area A equal, we can share or participate with me. Muhammad Zaini, when I say the area, from what to what now? From -1 to
1.
It's asking from 0 to 2, right? From 0
Or 2, sorry.
here till 2. So
Yes,
we can
0
move
to
first
2.
from 0 to 2 of the function f of x dx, which is the function اللي معانا, which is 1 minus
1 minus
x squared
x squared.
dx.
Yes.
Which can be written as the sum of the integrals.
It's x.
From
The
what?
x
0 to from 0 to اللي فوق الأول اللي فوق x axis from 0
yes,
to
yes,
1 of the function 1 minus x squared.
Now it's from 1 to 2. Yes, 1 minus x squared as well. Yes, now we need the integral of.
Yes.
Yes, which is x.
Which is x.
Yes, x minus x cubed over 3, or x to the power of 3.
Plus or minus?
Here?
Yes, plus or minus? Yes.
It should be minus, okay? So it's x, and now?
X to the power of 3 over 3.
Yeah, and then evaluate from 0 to 1.
1. Yes. So we substitute 0, and it equals 0. And we substitute 1, mister.
Yeah, so
which will equal.
Let's complete here the other integration, which is x also minus x cubed over 3 حلو from 1 to 2. And then نبدأ نعمل substitution هنا. First 3 by 1 معايا 1 minus.
Yes, 1 minus 1 cubed over 3, which is 1 minus 1 over 3.
Minus 0, minus 0, no need here.
Yes,
this
yeah, 0, 0.
Okay. Second one here. طبعا why it's minus?
Second one.
This area here, guys, is below the x-axis, ونخليها minus. To give us here the net.
1 minus 1 over 3. 1 minus 1 cubed over 3.
It's 2 now.
Yeah, from 1 to 2, mister.
بس ببدأ ب 2.
Okay, طيب. 2 minus 2 cubed over 3.
Which is 8 over 3. And then
yes.
minus the 1 here.
Yes.
So
which is 1 minus
1 over 3.
3. Yes.
Yes. The first bracket we have 1 minus 1/3, which is 2/3, right?
Yes,
This all 0, so this all is 2/3.
2/3. Yeah.
طيب, and then minus 2 minus 8/3. 6/3 minus 8/3 is what? Negative 2/3 here, because this 2 can be written as 6/3 minus 8/3. Okay, and then 1 minus 1/3, which is 2/3,
2/3 as well.
multiplied by negative, so it's a negative 2/3. Okay, طيب, equals 2/3 minus عندك negative 2/3, which is 4/3, negative 4/3, and we have minus here, so it's positive 4/3. Okay, now add
Yes,
up.
mister.
When we add up 2 plus 4 gives what? 6/3, which is 2. So your
Yes.
area, total area is 2. I'm waiting, guys, for your question. If you have any question in this question, in this part.
No, Mr. All good.
So your area is what? Is what is 2. Type. Let's move on to the mean value theorem for integrals. Mean value theorem for integrals. Okay, states that it's very important, and we already said here at this part, guys. We explained this part yesterday. Let me bring this part for you. Here is it, guys. Here in this part, when I explained how to find, when we reach the last step to find the area of the purple rectangle, we said that there is a value c between x and x plus delta x, so that the height f of c, okay, is equal height here f of c times delta x gives us here the area of this purple rectangle. So I think the same as the mean value theorem of integrals. When we move back to the theorem, yeah, we will find that to research our goal of showing that continuous functions have antiderivatives, we will need to develop basic property of definite integrals as the mean value theorem, MEVT. بس هنا mean value theorem not for differentiation as we studied in the first term, لا هي for integrals. Okay, simply guys, عشان بس no need to do this all. If we have a definite integral and this curve is continuous function f of x between m and m small or m lowercase and m uppercase, minimum and maximum value of f of x on this interval a to b. Okay, في عندنا two rectangles صح؟ The small rectangle bounded by a, b and m lowercase, and the larger rectangle which is bounded by a, b and the dashed red line and the uppercase m. Okay, to find the area a, sure, I'm gonna take the definite integral from a to b of this closed interval ما بين a and b of the function. So what's the simply no need guys to do it, because as I explained for you the area of the purple rectangle, he will find a value here which is x star أو سميها c أو سميها any value, okay, in the middle between a and b, such that this area ممكن تديك area of this rectangle, so a small one or the large one, اللي هو f of x star, okay, multiplied by b minus a, which is delta x سميناها احنا في الاكسبلانيشن بتاعنا هناك في الاريا of the purple rectangle here. We said that x plus delta x minus x plus delta x حلو minus x to find the distance here اللي هو width of the rectangle gives delta x, هو بيسميها هناك اللي هي b minus a. Sure, because the interval starts from a and ends at b. So delta x here represents b minus a multiplied by the height here, such that x star or c or any value is between a and b. So simply the mean value theorem for integrals, if f is continuous on a closed interval a, b, then there is at least one point c or x star on the closed interval such that the definite integral or the area under this curve from a to b of f of x dx equals the height times the base. the height which is f star x star او f of c او اي value انا ممكن اسميها multiplied
بكره راح
by
نحل عليها
minus a. Now, yes, you know
Now.
this rectangle. حنحل على الآن. أنت عارف شايف الريكتانجل هذا؟ How to find its area? Its area is f x star يعني the height multiplied by c by delta x. What is delta x? b minus a. For example, هذا سؤال عليها. Since f of x equal x squared is a continuous on the interval 1 to 4. If we graph quickly x squared in a 0 and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is the x-axis and y-axis. To graph x squared, كلنا عارفين إن هي continuous function like this. x squared. So from 1 to 4 نشتغل على 1 to 4. طيب from 1 here till b is 4 يعني تقريبا تمام. هذه الاريا. How to find quickly this area? And he's asking you to use the mean value theorem of integrals or for integrals. Guarantees that there is a point x star in 1 and 4 يعني ما بين ال 1 وال 4 في value هنا such that what? Such that in the area equal the definite integral from 1 to 4 of this function f x squared dx. This is one way. Or we can by integration اللي هو نشتغل عليه عادي سهل. ممكن we can find here a value between 1 and 4. We can find a value here between 1 and 4. I'll use the mean value theorem. How to find this value, شباب? How to find this value? It's easily to find it, which is 1 over b minus a. It's b minus a. يعني 4 minus 1. 4 b minus a, which is 4 minus 1 اللي هي delta x بنسميها أو b minus a as you like. Okay, multiplied by f of this value. f of what? x star زي ما قال في الرول نفسها. So what is b minus a? 4 minus 1. Okay, multiplied by f x star. Yes. What is x star here?
What is
Find it. We will find this value, which is between 1 and 4. What's the area? Let's find the area بالطريقة العادية عشان أقدر أجيب ال x star. So x cubed over 3 from 1 to 4. So this is the area A. This is the area A. So x cubed, it's x here. طيب when it's 4, I give us 64 over 3 minus.
yes, Mr. Minus 1 over
1
3.
over 3.
Minus what? 1 over 3 equals
63 over 3, which is 21.
21. The area here A is 21. So imagine that this all is 21, and here f of x
Should be 7.
Why 7? Dividing by
Because
3.
delta x is 3. Yes.
طيب أنا لسه أكمل الإيكويشن. 21 equals 3, and here multiplied by f of x star. So dividing by 3 each side gives here f of x star is what? Is 7. But what does it mean by x star نفسها؟ عايز تطلع ال x star نفسها. الفاليو يعني السي أو ال x star اللي موجودة ما بين ال 1 وال 4. Yes. What value you can plug it here such that it's equal to
Radical 7.
أيوة تكون radical 7, right? Because x squared here, f of x star يبقى محتاج
Yes.
تكون 7. This all should be 7. يبقى ناخد السكوير روت يا شباب. يعني عشان تطلع 7 من تحت السكوير روت من تحت الباور 2 هي radical 7. Okay, so x star here is only what? Radical 7. It should be positive or radical 7. بس بما اننا البرانش بتاعنا ما بين ال 1 وال 4 يبقى we will take only the positive 7 لان احنا في البوزيتيف part only of the x axis. يبقى your answer او x star is x 7. Okay, so this question is asking for the x star. فمين value theorem مهمة ليه؟ ممكن يسألك على x star تقدر تطلعها، ممكن يسألك على الاريا نفسها لو x star معروفة تقدر تطلع الاريا by using this one. So again, first step, he's asking firstly for x star, the value of x between 1 and 4 such that the definite integral from 1 to 4 of x squared dx should equal to what؟ هذا الفاليو اللي هو دلتا اكس او الكتاب كاتبها b minus a times f of x star which is c مثلا او any value here. يعني راديكال 7. شوف بقى راديكال 7 كام بالديسيمال، وتخيل ان انت جبتها كام راديكال 7 بالديسيمال. Yes, it's about it's between what, guys?
2.6
2 point something, right?
Yes, 2.6.
2.6
Yes, 2.6.
2.7
Yeah.
يعني هنا شايف 2.6 مثلا اللي هو راديكال 7 تطلع تجيب الهايت تعمل له ملتبلاي باي 3 اللي هو دلتا اكس اللي هو الويدث 4 minus 1 is 3 so multiplying here delta x by اللي هي 3 by radical 7 gives you the area 2.6 multiplied by 3 it should be 21.
Yes.
لا تروح تجيب f of what 7 f of radical 7
F of radical 7.
الاول f of x star لحالها is radical 7 f of radical 7 is 7 times 3 which is 21. ده لو في حاله انه اعطاك اصلا الايه السي او الاكس ستار.
مستر كفايه لليوم.
ربنا يسامحك. اكيد طبعا كفايه لوحدي والله كنت هوقف لان I think what do you have here A and B and C we have 3 shapes جنب بعض بس انا مسميهم هنا في السلايدز. The first one take a screenshot please.
Yes. The next one.
Second one.
أيوه.
Letter C. Same question, okay?
Yes, okay.
The question here, guys, is to find the area under this curve or in this bounded region. وخلاص. تمام؟
تمام.
Sir, here if we find the area from the first rectangle اللي هو من 0 to 1 طيب can I multiply it by 2 خلاص؟
Yes, you can. Multiply by 2 عشان كلهم above the x-axis فعادي no need. From 0 to 1 so we have 1 and here what? 2. يبقى it's 2 times 2 is 4. Yes. Okay. Please send this homework guys to the WhatsApp group عشان الناس كلها ما